Hey water signs, thank you for spending time. Thank you for coming to join me. I really appreciate it. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. And as always, I've meditated and pre-shuffled on the decks and the cards are all laid out. Right, now, this is very similar to a different read. What was the last read? To the Earth read. Yeah, so... okay, well I'll bring that in a bit later on. So, but let's get started anyway. Sorry, I'm wittering here. The Hermit is your departing energy. So you've got the Hermit, which is, you know, inner reflection, contemplation. You know, you've been spending time with yourself. You've been perhaps tapping into your inner guidance, asking yourself some questions. It's also the time out card, the time of healing and self-love. And good on you. You know, good on your water signs. We all need that. We all need to nourish ourselves and our minds. So yeah, you've been sitting in a really lovely period of contemplation here, which is always helpful for all of us, you know. And look at that, you do have the sun surrounding you, or the light, a light. I don't think that's the sun. It looks like an evening card, doesn't it? But yeah, inner reflection and, excuse my cold, it's going to sound gross, but I can't help it. I do apologise. You've been going within and spending time with yourself. Great. So departing energy. We've got the energy coming in. We've got the Six of Pentacles. It's a really lovely energy. Again, it's a card of reciprocation. It's a card of giving, receiving. It's a positive, generous way of thinking, if you like. It's very generous. I've just said that word, haven't I? It's not the word I'm looking for. That's why. What's the word I'm looking for? Can't find it. Anyway, but it's a beautiful card of give and take, and you've got the infinity sign surrounding the pentacles there, which is obviously pentacles are abundance, and the infinity sign signifies infinite possibilities, which is beautiful, and it's great that it's balanced. So it's sometimes I see this card and one pentacle jumps out more than the other, and it also depends upon the surrounding cards as well, but this to me is a good balance. I'm not seeing one or the other more prominent, so really lovely reciprocal energy that is in the present position. Lovely. Now we've got two cards sitting in the upcoming energy position, and they're both pages. So we'll start with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a dreamer. He's all about magic. He's all about timing, synchronicity. He's got an open, joyful heart. You can see the sparks flying out there. He's also got his, you know, that heart cup shape that people do with their hands. He's got a little heart there as well. He's when I, you know, saying he's very joyous, but he is joyous, and he doesn't have his feet on the ground here. If you could see, he's got a little pig as well in the air, so he's got an unrealistic tendency about things. He probably bigs things up a bit more than he should do because he's having such a nice time. But yeah, beware the unrealistic mindsets, perhaps, I'm going to say here. But not a bad card, but it was coupled with a Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords it's a restless energy. It's a thirst for knowledge, as you can see in the card. They've got their head buried in a book. They've got, you know, all these lamps signifying new ideas that they're holding on to, like a bunch of balloons holding them up, really. Head buried in a book, walking. They're not walking a tightrope there. That's actually a sword. So, you know, two pages, one that's very flighty, one that's unrealistic, one that's very studious. But nonetheless, they're both messengers. So I'm wondering if you know, in this energy that that's going to be present in the coming week, are you discussing, are you having a meeting, are you exchanging information with someone that perhaps you need to take forward to others, to share with others. Obviously, you know, two messengers here, different characteristics, but messengers nonetheless, and you know, perhaps deliver it in two different ways. But yeah, you've got a lovely card of reciprocation here. So perhaps it could be a business meeting, it could be a meeting with a friend, but a discussion. This to me is feeling like a discussion, a learning of new information that you need to take forward to people, but maybe two different sets of people, if that makes any sense to you. I'm sure it will to some, but not to all. But there are two different sets of information that need to be delivered here. Or, well, no, the same information, but in two different fashions, two different manners, to two different crowds, if you like. But it feels very important. The messenger is... who is the king gives the orders, the knights deliver the message in court. The people who are not in attendance in court and don't get the message, that's where the pages come in. They go out into town, they go out into the village, they deliver. They're the oh yay, oh yay, oh yay men, if you know what they are. Town criers, they're the town criers. They go out and they deliver the news to the people. So I'm wondering if you've got two different crowds here that you need to deliver the same message to, but in two different ways. That doesn't, I mean, obviously this is your read, you can interpret it your way as well. It's just as important as any of the other messages you're going to receive. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? Same messages, two different ways, to two different crowds, maybe in two different areas, you know, maybe two different seminars, to two different, maybe one to lawyers, one to accountants, if you like. I mean, that's just an analogy, so don't take it literally. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from the upcoming energy. Now, the underlying energy of the read is the devil, right? No fear, don't fear, it's the devil. It's this card signifies a need for liberation. So I'm wondering, you know, if the hermit energy that you've been in, all that contemplation, inward seeking that you've been doing, and then you've got the reciprocation, the meeting of the minds in the middle here, in the present position. I'm wondering if this deliverance of information, of sharing, of knowledge here isn't a way of liberating yourself. You know, there's healing found in darkness, right? And with the devil does come darkness, and that's where we learn. And I'm going to bring in the page of swords here, because that's the studious page here. You know, in the darkness is where we learn. It's delving into our shadow self and finding out what we're really all about. This card also signifies temptation, so beware of addictions, of overindulging. So yeah, just keep yourself in check. If you're out celebrating, if you're delivering these messages to two different crowds and it involves socializing afterwards, perhaps, make sure you don't overindulge. It's very easy to have 3 instead of 1 glass of wine, isn't it? Or you know what I mean, that type of thing. But a really good read. I'm absolutely intrigued what delivering the same message to two different sets of people are. I can't actually fathom out what that could be. But yeah, maybe exchanging information here in readiness for a seminar where you have to deliver information to people, or just go out into the crowds. Maybe you're going to get on your soapbox at Hyde Park Corner, who knows, but it's all good, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous, water signs. But like I said, I'm really intrigued. So if it does mean something to some of you, or one of you even, just leave me a message, because I'd love to know what that is. Oh, excuse me, disgusting. Right, let's round off the session with Shaman Oracle to start off with. Let's see what the Shaman Oracle... Oh, these are pre-shuffled, but one for good measure. Yeah, my gosh. I wonder what's going on there. It's nothing bad, but I'm intrigued. it's almost like it's a secret, isn't it? You know, you've got the Hermit here, all that internal work going on. Then you've got the reciprocal energy here of the sharing of information, perhaps. And it's almost like it's been done hush-hush. And then you've got the two messengers at the end that have been pulled in to deliver what's been discussed in this very, very secret meeting to the people. Now, I don't know. We've got the Andean cross, right? That's come out with the... Sorry, I've lost my words here with the Shaman Oracle, because the Andean cross has stumped me because I was talking about secrecy and the reciprocal Six of Pentacles discussion. And all of a sudden I had a flash of masonry, you know, the Masons, you know, with the funny handshakes and stuff, and the club. So I'm wondering if there isn't something... I don't know, whatever it is, it screams secrecy, and this is telling me that you've got to be in the club to know what's going on, and that's the sense I'm getting from it. It's almost like symbology. You know, you walk to the door, and there's a symbol on the door, and you have to decipher the symbol before you're allowed to enter. It's really quite magical and intriguing, and because I'm a nosy Parker, I'd really like to know what it is. So help me out here, guys. Do leave a message. Yeah, it feels really secret. There's something special about it, and not everybody's allowed to have the information. It's like cracking the code, isn't it? The Enigma machine. Yeah, it's all very hush-hush. Yeah, full of intrigue. Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay. And give the information to the town criers that you've got here at the end. Right, Animal Oracle for the water signs. Let's see what we've got coming in. See what they want you to have to take into next week with you. Every single reading, every element, the water, air, fire, earth, every single element has had the Hermit this week. Unbelievable. Everybody's doing a bit of soul searching. I think that comes with the seasons as well, doesn't it? You know, when the glorious summers are over, it's time for a treat, isn't it? It's time to put the pajamas on, the big comfy night robes, the slippers, put the fire on. Yeah, it's definitely retreat time at the moment. It's reluctant. It's reluctant because it's blooming secret, water signs. Blooming hell. I'm going to carry on going. Please bear with me. I want to know what the Animal Oracle has for you. All this secret handshakes and undercover meetings. What's that World Summit that takes place? What's that called? The blue, is it the Bindenberg? Is it the Bindenberg meetings where all the highest of the highest powers meet in the world to discuss its future? Well, Bilderberg, is it Bilderberg? Oh, I can't remember, something like that. I'm sure some of you recognise what I'm trying to say. I really hope this card comes out. My battery's running out. I'm going to be so upset if it doesn't come out. If this cuts out, that's the reading, folks. But so I'm going to carry on and see if something doesn't pop out here. Come on, I'm desperate now to know what's going on. There we go. You are never alone. What's that? Another bloody code. What does that mean? I wanted something meaty to get my teeth stuck into. Wonderful card. Look at that beautiful otter spirit. You know, and there are two otters there. I don't know if you can see, and they're hugging each other, and they're within a heart. And of course, whatever is going here, you are never alone, but only the select few are allowed to come in and see what's going on. Very, very, very nice. Well, my lovely water signs, thank you very much for tuning in. As always, I love doing my readings and I love spending time. So if you enjoyed the reading, please like, share and subscribe. And I will see you same time, same place next week. Now, be kind to yourselves and each other. Leave my love with you. Toodle pip.